So this used to be a sidewalk?
These used to be a whole sidewalk all the way around.
But yet, they kept the sidewalk in front of your house. So no curbs, no sidewalks.
No sidewalk.
Why did they take away
those? And I have to keep this. When if it snows, they come make sure that I take the snow off of this piece of sidewalk.
We've said over and over all these years that it's not a reflection of the people that are there.
What's your message to them? Because they all feel like you're the bad guy and they don't understand how you sleep at night and that kind of thing.
I know. Listen, this has been going on for 10 years. A lot of elected officials have worked on this. They would not be doing this if they did not believe that it was in the best interest of the community of Mount Holly.
So the case winds its way through the courts, and amazingly, the homeowners still find a way to stay positive.
Something good has to come out of this that we're doing. Maybe not for me to save my home, but maybe for somebody else in the future, you know? I believe so. I believe something good is going to come out of this.
And our own Ainsley Earhart joins us right now. Ainsley, good to see you again.
Hey, Sean, good to see you.
This drives me insane.
Yeah.
You have people in the story 25 years, 19 years, people that have lived in this neighborhood. The government thinks they can take it because they want more taxes and they want to build a big development?
That's exactly right. And the houses that they want to build in that neighborhood are going to be in the upwards of $200,000, if not more. The people who live there, their houses really are not worth that much. They're worth probably, I would say, $30,000, $40,000. And so the township wants to give them money to move out. Well, you and I both know in the state of New Jersey, and many people watching live in the Midwest and the South, you can't buy much in the Northeast for that amount of money.
No, you're basically, they'll get less than $100,000.
That's right.
And I doubt they're going to be able to get any home anywhere. And you pointed out in the piece, some of these people are elderly and sick. How does the government justify this?
Well, the government is saying you're not bringing in the tax base for our community. So
too bad.
Exactly.
It's my property. I invested. I pay the taxes. Leave me alone.
And a lot of these people have become American citizens. They've gone about it the right way. They moved here. One lady, single mother with 5 kids. You saw her in the piece. And they're saying, you have to move out. And she's saying, where do you want me to go?
All right. Good. Great piece. Ainsley, thanks. And still ahead, NFL legend, the one and only Joe Montana, tries to teach little old me how to throw I think I throw it the right way. And country music superstar Sarah Evans stops by. That and much more. Stick around. NFL legend Joe Montana spent 15 years playing professional football before retiring in 1994 with 4 Super Bowl championships under his belt. But all of that can be very tough on the body. And now at the age of 55, Joe is a spokesperson for Joint Juice, which is designed to ease joint pain and stiffness. How are you, sir? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Why no Super Bowl ring? What's up? You got 4 of them.
I know. I can't wear all 4 of them. They're only made for one finger.
Well, you can wear one in, change every other day or one a week.
Yeah, it's one of those things, though. It's like a trophy to me more than anything. You want it, and it kind of stays in my safe at the house. And every now and then I get a call from Karen over there saying, well, someone says they're trying to sell your ring online or somewhere, and I go, no, I guess so. I have to go. That's about the only time I check is when I hear someone's
trying to sell
my ring on the internet. Yeah. So, but other than that, I don't see him very often.
You think back at your career: 4 Super Bowls, 3 MVPs, 8 Pro Bowls. 16 years in the NFL. Pretty amazing. I mean, do you now have time to reflect back on just how amazing your career was, or?
I've never been one of those persons that looks backwards. On occasion you'll see a game or two on TV or on ESPN Classic.
What is that like, right? To watch that?
It's fun to see some of it because it brings back some memories, but I don't watch a lot of that. I really enjoy watching the game today and college especially.
Well, you got 2 kids and 2 boys that are quarterbacks.
Yes, yeah, I do.
And you think they got a shot at the pros?
Well, you never know. It's one of those games that you got to be doing the right thing at the right time and climbing that ladder. And so, they're both got a couple years. One's got 2 years left. The other's got 4. So they got a good opportunity in both places that they're at, and they enjoy the game. And you just hope the best for them. And we talked about it. It's hard to watch.
All the years we were talking about. I'm telling them all my injuries before you come on the air. I have tennis elbow a little bit. I had a rotator cuff injury that still, nags me day to day. And I love to be on the go, and I love to play sports. And how busted up? You've had, what, 6, 8 surgeries in your life?
Well, I've had like
up
6 knees and a hand, 2 or 3 elbows, a shoulder, 3 necks. No, I'm sorry, 3 backs and 2 neck. So I can't even remember.
3 backs, 2 necks, you know. Well, you've been
on like 12 or 14, I don't know. And they continue to grow. And
it gets worse with old age.
Yeah, you know, after a while, it happens naturally anyway with your joints get tight. But after you've had 300-pound gentleman landing on you for 16 years, it kind of
it's a little pleasant.
Magnifies that a little bit. So. All
right, so you're now a spokesman for Joint Juice, and so I really have, especially in my elbow and my shoulder, you're going to tell me juice is really going to help my joints.
Well, I think one of the things that you have to make it. There's a little differentiation. That there's always a saying that we always had in the NFL was you got to figure out what the difference between injured and hurt. And hurt you can play with, injured there's something else wrong. And you know, when Dr. Stone talks about is, you know, one of his points is that you got to know your limitations, and you got to realize that, you know, sometimes there's nothing you can do but surgery. And other than that, if it's just normal soreness and stiffness and things of that nature in the joints, yeah, this product can do that.
What does it do?
Well, it lubricates your joints and helps regenerate some of the cartilage and just keeps those things oiled and greased up, just like you would do anything like a car or your bicycle chain. I mean, those are the types of things that happen to you on a day-to-day basis when all those things in your engine have an oil. You know, if it doesn't have oil, it just doesn't run and freezes up. And it's the same thing with your joints.
Well, I'm going to really try it because it sounds intriguing to me. And, you know, especially as I get older, you know, I know you didn't think I was 49 years old, but I'm now 49. And I want to stay active and healthy.
But I think that's what the product's, you know, for. It's not just for athletes who have been injured. It's for anyone who wants to get
you're
back
calling me a non-athlete, is what you're saying.
No. You can
I
still
try
be
my
an
own
athlete.
way, you know, Joe.
I understand, but I don't know. I've heard some rumors around here, though.
Oh, man. Well, you see me throw. How do you think I throw the football? Am I doing all right with that? This is how I'm holding it, right? Now, because of my shoulder, I can't totally bring it up here, which is where it should be, right?
Yes.
You're saying that with a smile.
You already got one strike.
Well, all right.
So you just got knocked down at the line of scrimmage because you're down.
I'm down here. All right. So, and there's the throw. How was that? He didn't catch it, but that's his fault.
All right, that was okay. We can work on that. I can work with.
All right. Well, tell me while we're on the air because this is important. What would I do different?
Okay. So you're what they call a pusher.
A pusher.
Yeah.
Right.
So you go from here and you push from here.
Right.
And it's more of a motion of where it's easy to throw just with the flick of your hand because you use the leverage of your arm.
Right.
And to get it's like an old fishing pole, right? Mm-hmm. You watch those fishermen on TV, they can cast a long way with a little tiny flip of their wrist by using the leverage on the end of the pole, and that's the same with your arm. So you want to get it where you start the motion with your elbow, and as your elbow starts to come forward, your hand goes back and creates that torque on your arm. And if you ever watch the baseball pitcher, when they take a picture of him,
he's like this.
His arm's back here. There's no way it should be back there, but that's how they get to throw the ball.
Well, that's what I did as a kid. I was a baseball pitcher. Well, I've been a big fan. It's an honor to meet you. I'm really going to try the Joint Juice.
Great.
And I'll report back to you, and hopefully we can have you back on the program.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, thanks very much, Joe Montana.
Well, I'll check on your throwing when I come back.
And coming up next, country music superstar Sarah Evans is here, so stick around. That much more. She is a singer-songwriter whose many awards include the Academy of Country Music's top female vocalist. Now Sarah Evans has a brand new album, Stronger, that is already receiving rave reviews. Also an emerging novelist. She's penned her second book, Softly and Tenderly. I don't know. Look at that cover. It looks a little racy. Available in bookstores everywhere. And she is here, the multi-talented friend of mine, Sarah Evans. How are you? So good. I haven't seen you in ages.
Know.
You're like avoiding me. What's up?
I'm not avoiding you. I have been so busy.
Yeah.
making an album, writing books. You know, I got married to Jay. I moved to Birmingham.
You guys have 30 kids?
We have 30 kids. No, I have 3. He has 4. So together we have 7 kids.
This is like the real-life Brady Bunch.
It's the Brady Bunch with that cousin Oliver. We have one more than the Brady Bunch had.
You know, the funny, and my wife went to Alabama, and your husband brought Alabama a national championship when he was there as a quarterback.
In '92, yeah.
And he's a rock star.
He is like
everywhere.
Elvis in Alabama, yeah. When I first married him and moved there.
But he didn't teach you how to throw the football. We were just throwing.
Sean, I'm so good.
You were good at catching it.
Yeah, I'm so good at throwing it.
Well, that's good because he's the quarterback and you're the, you know, it just
Our first date was playing softball.
Is that right?
Yes, I'm a really great athlete. I'm not bragging.
No, oh, no, not at all. All right, so life has been very busy. You have been on a little bit of a hiatus, though. You did our first Freedom concert ever. You were a part of it, and we're now in like our 9th year, if you can believe that.
I cannot believe that.
I know. You notice my hair is getting a little grayer.
You look great. You never age.
I'm not getting a little. Stronger but I actually, when I'm listening to the album, and you know, A Little Bit Stronger is your first release in this. And you've had a lot of turmoil. You were all over the tabloids, Dancing with the Stars. You had a pretty high-profile divorce. And as I listened to this album and the lyrics, you know, this is a very introspective album. And does it reflect this, what probably was the most difficult time in your life?
Well, A Little Bit Stronger, the single, was actually written by Hillary Scott, who sings with Lady Antebellum.
Yeah.
And so she wrote it about a breakup that she went through. And they sent me the song, and I just loved it, not because it was personal to me, but just I thought, this is a hit. This is, and I'd had half of the album done, and I really took my time making this record because I was enjoying being in Birmingham, and I just wanted to spend time with Jay. And so I co-wrote 6 of the songs. We were almost done making the record, and then A Little Bit Stronger got sent to us, and I thought, this is the centerpiece to this record. This is the song that I have been looking for. This needs to be the first single.
But then I changed it. I'm getting a little bit stronger.
What is the thing you love most about what you do? Is it the creative part, or because I've watched you on stage? I mean, it's like you were born to be there.
Yeah.
By the way, I love